Growing up, I played football my entire life, but since my height peaked at only 5'5" back in middle school, I've never gotten an opportunity here in high school throughout my first 3 years to actually get any meaningful playtime or even touch the field at all. But since last year, I joined the wrestling team, packed on some weight and muscle, and now in that football field, I actually have something to offer. I like to hit, and I done fell in love with the contact on the field, but as far as I know, my football career will end here my senior season, but I'm determined to do everything I can to change that. I want to play college football. It's been a long time coming, but I'm actually a starter, and on my first opportunity to lay a big hit here on 3rd and 3, I'm gonna go crazy, come downhill and hit this receiver hard. Now me personally, I like to play off my man. I want him to catch the ball just so I can lay the big hit, but here on 1st and 10, this quarterback practically threw the ball right at me, and I do something I thought I would never, and that's catch an interception. I always felt like I was too short to make plays on the ball like that, but with him running a shorter, quicker route, it made it easy to come down full speed and just take the ball away. That felt better than any tackle I've ever secured. In 2nd and 4, I got the flats on this play. One of these receivers gonna be in my zone some way, somehow, and I'm gonna come down and lay the boom. But this quarterback kind of underthrows this ball, and just off instinct, I just put my hand out and I come down with my 2nd pick. First game as a starter, and I already have 2 interceptions. It's like the ball is sticking to me like a magnet. And here on 3rd and 9, it's like this quarterback doesn't even see me. His number 1 receiver looks to be wide open, but I'm right underneath. I pick up my 3rd interception. It's 3rd and 10. We know they want to take a shot deep. Brumall's quarterback is gonna lay this one out, trying to take advantage of my height, but instead, I'm in perfect position. All I gotta do is put my hands out, and boom, I catch this ball in stride like I'm the receiver. The next morning, I got emails from just about every website that tracks high school sports, and they let me know that I'm officially rated as a 2-star recruit. But I wouldn't get the most exciting news until after our next practice. My coach pulled me to the side and he let me know that the Toledo Rockets out of the MAC conference had offered me a scholarship at corner. I can't believe it. My first official college scholarship offer. And only thing I can think about this week leading up to our game against Williamsport is to protect it, continue to ball out to make sure this can't be retracted, taken away by any means. I'll never understand why coach puts us in these deep zones against a team like Port, who we know loves to run the ball, but no matter what, I don't care how far across the field I gotta travel, I'm gonna make the play. But then he decides to man blitz us on 3rd and 7 with 5 receivers split wide. I don't have the highest football IQ, but I know to go cover 2 or 3 in this situation. But guess what? I'm all over it. I denied a first down. But by the look of things, defensively, we can't keep up with Port. And our offense, they can't seem to make nothing shake either. It's looking like we're going to walk out of here with an L in our 2nd game. We took that L last night and I left it all out on the field. But my efforts didn't go unnoticed. A coach from the Army Black Knights was ducked off in the stands the entire game. Afterwards, he pulled me to the side, and just like that, my 2nd official scholarship offer. If everything continues to go how it is now, by the end of my senior season, I should have no less than 10 offers on the table. So week in and week out, I got to bring my A game. No missed tackles, no touchdowns, not even a catch allowed if possible. And most importantly, I have to do everything I can to take the ball away from the offense. And here on 3rd and 5, I come down reading this halfback screen. I make the most athletic play of the season thus far with this one-handed pick. But at the same time, I can't forget why I fell in love with the game, the contact. I got to show these college coaches that I can make a big play, and I'm not a liability on defense just because of my size. And after a pretty good game, I received yet another scholarship offer from the Ohio Bobcats, which is crazy. The same school that legendary corner KJ Frank Sr. committed to back in the day. We got Levittown this week, and I've been trying to experiment with a few different ways to play my zone. I got the flats here, and I give up a reception underneath, but I do come down with the big hit to make up for it. 1st and 10, we're down here in the red zone. I'm going to track this running back all the way across the field. I hate my teammates and step up and make this play, but I'm going to get over here with pure frustration and knock this ball loose. Too bad we ain't recover. I got a deep zone here on 2nd and 13 on the wide side of the field. I'm not mad at that, but we got to step up and make plays on both sides of the ball because this offense is really starting to roll. It's 3rd and 10. I got to make a big play on the ball. I'm going to bait up my zone, give this quarterback the look he wants. I'm going to come down blazing as fast as I possibly can towards the ball, get the pick, and I take this one back for 35 yards. Playing off my zone seems to work pretty well, so I'm gonna play some off-man coverage here on 3rd and 5. They gotta throw the ball. This quarterback sees his receiver sit down, and I take off full speed with a diving one-handed pick. Taking a loss on the road while also having one of my better games of the season is pretty bittersweet, but I do find out that I officially have 3 stars next to my name, so it kind of cushions the blow. I was getting plenty love from some of these smaller conferences, but now we got the Mountain West and the Big Ten come knocking with scholarship offers. We stepping it up, and the heat is definitely getting turned on. Offense went and put up some early points here in the first quarter. We're going to need it against Scranton this week. They're one of the more high-powered teams in the entire county. 4 receivers split wide. They all lined up tight to the line. I'm expecting this outside receiver to run a corner route, but he ends up dumping it off to a guy across the middle. I come down to secure the tackle. Man coverage in the red zone can be tricky if you let it. I'm going to keep my inside leverage, be patient. The second this receiver breaks, his quarterback try to squeeze his ball in there. Give me that. I get my first pick of the game. I can barely make it out of the end zone, though. It's something about catching these receivers by surprise across the middle, laying a big hit that I just love. but one thing about it, going to the next level, I have to be a little more disciplined when I have these deep zones. If you would have told me before the season started that 5 games in I would be rated a 4-star recruit, I would have told you you're crazy. 5 tackles and a pick will do it for the day. And crazy enough, one of the schools that I've been begging my coach to get my footage to the most over the last couple of weeks, Boise State, they offered me a scholarship at corner. To my surprise, York, who's usually one of the better teams in the city, they're 0-5 right now, but we cannot come out here underestimating these boys. They're going to come out the ball. They're testing me early here in the first quarter, and on 3rd and 3, I got a deep zone. I see the corner route coming my way. I bait it up a little bit. I can't make a play on the ball, but I'm going to make sure this receiver don't catch it. I've done a great job establishing myself to be one of the better coverage corners in all of high school football, but coming down making tackles in the run game, that's something you don't see. 2nd and 9, we got another deep zone, and the one thing that I hate the most is having to track a running back all the way across the field and to make the play when my teammates should have done that a long time ago. Tie game here in overtime is 3rd and 2. They run the read option. This quarterback had a free walk into the end zone, but of course, I'm coming across making the big play. It seems like every time we take a bad loss, some great news just spawns out of nowhere. Number 19 ranked Michigan and Tennessee both offer me scholarships. Croydon has yet to secure a win this season, and they're definitely not going to get their first on us, but early with the QB draw, he going to try to break it off to my side. I'm coming down laying a big hit. 3rd and 2, 5 receivers split wide, an obvious passing situation. I'm going to bait this route up a little bit. I don't secure the pick, but they don't get the first down. Now down here in the red zone, a crucial 3rd and 1 situation. Quarterback's going to fake the handoff. Keep this one. I read it like a book. At this point, I know he's tired of me hitting him. 1st and 10, we got the lead here late in the 4th quarter. This receiver's going to do a terrible job breaking towards the middle of the field on this route. I come down full speed, beat him to the spot, and of course I secured a pick, taking it back for 6. 2nd and 10, empty backfield with 4 split wide. They finna put the ball in the air. My guy runs across the middle. This quarterback throws the ball right to me, left-handed, one-handed. That 360 spin, plant my foot in the ground. I'm getting into the end zone for 6. Just a game ago, I received my 4th star, and just a game later, I'm officially a bona fide 5-star recruit. I guess catching 2 pick sixes in one game would do that. And after what I would deem one of my best games I played all season, I received my biggest scholarship offer thus far from the Ohio State Buckeyes. At the start of the 2nd quarter, we already have a 14-0 lead over Coatesville. We're trying to do everything we can to finish the season out strong. It's situations like this where I want to go out of my way and be a playmaker, but I have to stay true to my man. I know it's a screen. I see the way the running back is lined up, but I have to stay true to my guy. I do come down and make the play, but man, I could have stopped this way ahead of time. It's something about punishing these quarterbacks that I just find true enjoyment out of. The more you hit them, the more they stay in the pocket, the more they throw the ball, and the more interceptions I end up with when it's all said and done. Now that I'm a 5-star recruit, even though I'm only 5'5", I scared the life out of this Coatesville quarterback. He didn't throw or run my way pretty much the entire game. I got to travel to actually make plays and get some action. And crazy enough, after that game, I find out we're getting some love out of the Pac-12. The Oregon Ducks offered me a scholarship. One of the better teams in the country, currently ranked number 6. Last season, this Allentown team went undefeated and won the state championship, but I'm coming in hot this week laying big hits. I created a forced fumble early in this game, but it's not me I'm worried about. My secondary, they got to step up. There's so many explosive receivers, a big body running back, and a very deadly accurate quarterback, and a great offensive line just across the board. They have talent everywhere. Down 2 scores, just about to head into the 4th quarter, 1st and 10. They make the deadliest, most lethal play of the entire game. Their tight end caught this ball, and he takes this one all the way upfield into the end zone. I secured a tackle, but after he scores. Even though I went out there, gave it my all, left everything on the field, we didn't have what it took as a team to compete in one of the better schools in the entire city. But yet again, a L follows with great news. Utah, out of the Pac-12, offered me a scholarship. My final game of my senior year against Altoona, 0-9 Altoona at that, and I can almost guarantee, even though we're on the road in their house, they won't walk out of here with a dub today. It's my final game. I gotta go out with a bang. I'm guarding their number 1 receiver who literally is wearing number 1, so I'm gonna play him to the best of my ability. I baited up a little bit. This quarterback tried me. I get an insane diving one-handed interception. Trying to keep these boys from scoring down here in the red zone, 3rd and 2 just before the half. This receiver runs a corner route. I read it down to a T, but I couldn't make a play on the ball, but he won't be catching this one. I'm all over it. Our offense has been pretty much non-existent throughout this entire game, but defensively, we're going to continue to dominate. Me and my safety come down to combine for a huge hit on this running back, causing the forced fumble. Currently ranked the number 47 player in the country, and it'll be sad if my GPA isn't high enough for me to qualify for these bigger schools. So me and my coaches, we both agreed that I should sit out the playoffs and focus on my grades. A lot of the bigger schools they offer me, they made it clear they love what I put on film, but they don't think I can replicate that at the college level. So at this point, I'm faced with a difficult decision. What school should I sign to?